Hello everybody, and this is another time from one of my video game collection showcases. And I'm just going to show off two things at the beginning that I didn't show off yesterday in my Nintendo collection. I don't know why, I forgot all about this. And the first thing is the NES 4 score, which is the multi-tap for the Nintendo. And I also have a converter that plays Famicom games. And I only have one Famicom game, and that is, I think, Super Mario Bros. 3. Looks like it. Hopefully it is. First thing I'm going to show off is my one accessory I have with my Super Nintendo, and this is my Super Nintendo collection. It's very big, and I mean very big, so I'm going to have to go through it very quickly, probably, give a little insight on how I play, what games I recommend, and that is the power plug. This game, you could plug in your remote to that and it would turn your controller, any regular controller, into turbo. It was good for fighting games and whatnot. I didn't use it often. It was more just for collecting purposes when I was younger. And I do have the Super Game Boy. This is what I play mostly all my Game Boy games on. So I'd save the lifespan in my Game Boy SP. Okay, and now time for the games. Oh crap. Okay, we're going to start off with the first row. First game I got here is Castlevania 4. Played this for years, and then finally, I think over the summer I beat it. And it took me a while because the last boss is a bitch. Next one is Donkey Kong Country. If you haven't played Donkey Kong Country, you haven't played a Super Nintendo. A lot of good platforming in that game. Best beat 'em up I find, and I am a huge Batman fan, and that's Batman Returns. This one is like the second best Batman game for the old consoles, in my eyes. Next one is Draken. Heard this is like a point and click game. Super Mario Kart with someone's name onto it. Thank you, Alvin. I didn't buy it from a guy named Alvin either. Next one is Run Saber, and I only paid $3 for this game. When I got home, I did a little quick price check, and it was like $30-some, and it's like Strider from Sega Genesis, and it's an Atlas title, so that's the reason why I picked it up, was Atlas. One of the most crappiest games in my collection is probably RoboCop vs. Terminator. Picked this up for a couple dollars. Tiny Toon Adventures, Buster Bust Loose, platformer game. I do have the Super Scope. It's just stored away somewhere. So here is the Super Nintendo Super Scope 6. Has a couple of games into it. I used to play the Gopher one all the time. This is Super Battleship. They took the board game, turned it into an actual like simulator game. Okay, I have Super Mario All-Stars. This contains 1, 2, and 3, plus the Lost Levels, which is really supposed to be Part 2. And Part 2 was just a clone of something else, and they... Captain America and the Avengers. Beat 'em up game. Not one of my favorites on the system, but here's what it is. The Untouchables run and gun game. Dennis the Menace platformer. Lawnmower Man. Never tried it. Bought it and never tried it. Secret of Evermore. I only paid $1 for this. $1 at a pawn shop. I don't know if they knew what they had or not, but then I got Illusion of Gaia. Got this when I was younger. It's one of the games I kept. I don't know. I sold off a lot of my RPGs when I was younger. I don't know why I kept that one. The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. It's a Zelda game. I like it. I haven't beaten it. Sad, but I haven't beaten it. Disney's Pinocchio. I always get stuck with the freaking dance scene in that game. I don't know why. I don't know if my controller, it's because of my controller or what, but... And Super R-Type. Just excuse me for a second. Okay, next one is Super Pinball Behind a Mask. I think that's what it's called. I don't know. I got that in a bundle. Batman Forever, one of the worst games on the Super Nintendo, on any console actually. But the PlayStation 1 version is pretty awesome, I found. Actually, next one I just picked up for $1. SimCity. Mario is missing. The only game you play is Luigi, and you're looking for Mario because Mario was kidnapped by Bowser instead of Princess Peach this time. This one is The Legend of Mystical Ninja. Never got into that game. The Addams Family. Covers back of the game is fucked up. I need to start completing my games more. Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. When I got this, it was covered in dirt, and I cleaned it off. As you can see, clean cartridge now. The Adventures of Dr. Franken. Seen this on the Angry Video Game Nerd, and then I came across it for $1. So I said, crappy game for $1, might as well. And this one here, this was like one of the greatest finds when I did get it, and it was Doom, and I paid only, I think, $2.50 for it, or $3, something like that. Has a little sticker on the back, but I can get that off. Now on to my next row. Mickey Mania. The Timeless Adventures of Mickey Mouse. Fun little platformer game. A little bit hard, I find. The Lion King, also paid $1 for this. Like I said, I didn't pay much for the games in my collection. Go to this pawn shop, he gives them to me. I've been going there for years, so it's usually a couple bucks he gives me them for. Double Dragon 5, The Shadow Falls. Fighting game. Not like the other Double Dragon games, actual just fighting. Bram Stoker's Dracula. Overpaid for this game when I got it. Scooby-Doo Mystery. Did a trade for that game. Super Bomberman. I wish I had the big box for this, but I don't. I only paid $1 for it, so. WCW Super Brawl. Thought I had the manual for this. I don't know. Super Brawl Wrestling. Thought I did. I guess I did. Next one is Home Alone. Crappy game. The Terminator. This is another running gun. And Top Gear. Racing game. One of the best racing games on the systems, I heard. Not much in the racing. WrestleMania. The arcade game. Tasmania. Heard you just running in this one instead of platforming like the Sega Genesis game. The Flintstones. Meet the Flintstones. And that's one based off the movie. Street Fighters 2. And you live in Canada, so you have to own at least one hockey game, and that's NHL 94. And then I have Ultima, The Black Gate. Only paid $1 for this. Pretty surprised at that too, because I've heard that game is pretty expensive. These games are like in hard cases for right now. First one is Porky Pig's Haunted Holiday. Need to get another copy of this. My cover is scratched up because of my little cousin. Spider-Man and the X-Men. Arcade's Revenge. Not a very good game. I don't think there was too many good Spider-Man games or X-Men games on top of that, besides the ones on the Sega Genesis. Home Alone 2, Lost in New York. Again, not a great game. Donkey Kong Country 2. Still need to replace the back on this one. Tetris 2. It's found it for cheap. Picked it up. I'm a puzzle fan, but I don't know, Tetris, it's overtalked too much and whatnot, and I never, as you can tell, I don't own many copies of it. The Death and Return of Superman. Great beat 'em up. It's up there with my Batman Returns. Next ones I don't have to show because there's manuals with them. Paperboy 2. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 4. Turtles in Time. Like I said, big Turtles fan. Me and my friend used to play this all the time. Beat 'em up. This is a side-scrolling beat 'em up, and it's Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I heard the Sega Genesis one is just a fighter game, unless you have like the movie title one. One of the rarest games I think in my collection is Contra Tree, the Alien Wars. Mortal Kombat, fighting game. Because of that game, there's a rating system now. And then this game came with my system, Super Mario World. Thought I had the box for it, I guess I didn't. Just give me a second, gotta move these out of the way. This video is gonna be a little bit long, so just let you know. I have a box copy of Battleship. No manual, just the box. The Jungle Book, this is complete. Spider-Man and Venom, Maximum Carnage. This comes with a rag cart, also complete. Very good beat 'em up too. First Samurai just comes with the box and the game. Looks like a good platformer game, but I don't know. Like I said, I haven't played many of these games. I buy so many that I fall behind on my retro games. Mega Man X, this is boxing complete. And I heard it's pretty pricey when it is. Pac-Man 2, The New Adventure, I only paid like $3 for this online. And it's boxing complete. Had it as a kid, got rid of it. Zombies Ate My Neighbors, one of the hidden gems I find in the Super Nintendo library. I played this every Halloween, and I couldn't beat it as a kid, but now I can beat it like nothing. The big box copy of Mario Paint, and it's complete. The only thing it's missing is the board, and I believe the board is somewhere stashed away with my Super Scope. Not too often you see it like boxed and complete like this. Don't worry, another 2 more rows and then I'm done this collection. Then I'll be moving on to my next one tomorrow. Boxed and complete. Real Monsters. Used to watch this all the time as a kid. Mario's Time Machine. When Mario tried to learn kids how to history and everything like that, didn't work so well. Tetris and Dr. Mario. Combo game. Played that an awful lot when I was younger. Excalibur 2097. Hack and slash game. Hit the Ice arcade hit. Just a generic hockey game with different things into it. This one's the Pink Panther, Pink Goes to Hollywood. Boxing complete, platformer game. Paid like $5 for that online. Jeopardy Deluxe Edition. Game Store was selling out, and they only had a couple games left, so I bought them up. Miss Pac-Man, got this for Christmas, as you've seen in my collection video. Wolfchild, boxing complete. Played an awful lot of that, didn't get far into it. This game here I used to get lost in all the time, it's boxing complete. Phantom 2040. Used to get lost all the fucking time in that game. Super Star Wars just has the box and the manual, box and the game. Heard this one here is starting to become rare with the box, and I do have the CD somewhere, and it's Killer Instinct, boxed and complete. Got this when I was younger, generic fighting game. One of the worst fighting games in history, and one of the worst games, period, and that's Shaq Fu, and this is boxing complete. I got this as a kid. Very disappointing Christmas when I did. Jurassic Park, and I did not know you could play with the mouse until I seen it. But yeah, it's boxing complete. Bought that over the summer. Pitfall, the Mayhem Adventure. Got this for Christmas. I wonder where the hell they get these cases, where the boxes go in, because I want to get some just so I can keep my games preserved. And the last game of all, and it's Yaw's Tree, Wanderers from Yaws. and it's freaking sticker there. I wish I can get it off. It only has the game, no manual. Wish it did. Would be awesome. But yeah, that's my Super Nintendo collection. I want to thank everybody for watching and keeping up with this. And I will have my next collection video up tomorrow. I can't remember which system it is, because I have a list of which ones I'm going to go through. And this video is over 15 minutes, so hopefully you enjoyed and wasn't too boring. Please tell me what you think. And if there's any games I'm missing, like I said, leave a list and I will pick them up, because that's what I'm into, is game hunting. And I'll have a couple of more Super Nintendo games this week in my collection update, I think. So, you all take her easy, and thank you for watching.